Hello? You'll have to let me know if anything's fucked up. BTW. Because this is all new and weird for me. Also, I might change the music again today. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? That's alright, Brad. You're allowed to have a life. Having a life is okay. I need to make like better playlists that are not just like one album or something. I was listening to this album today. I think it might be okay for stream, we'll see. Voice is only in one ear. Is there like a mono thing that I need to click or something, Tim? Tell me if the music's too loud. That seems too loud to me. Thanks for the auto host, Brion. Your music is a bit loud. Are you turning that down for me? Okay. Should I continue talking? I will continue talking. Tim is twiddling knobs. I'm talking. Talking. The reason I had a sad face is because of what the quote said. Continue talk. Whoa, everything's loud again. What did you just do? Oh, okay, well you cranked everything up. Like when you did that, it sounded like you just bashed it and turned a bunch of knobs on accident. That's how much it changed. For me. Apparently I'm still only in one ear. I'm gonna turn down the music a bit on my end. Says it's kind of like Fed is on my shoulder. I clicked around in properties, I didn't see anything about mono. Settings, audio, any of those things. Mouse is over here, hello. Yeah, it just has audio device. Mic. And then if you go to advanced, it says disable auto ducking, but that's about it. Yeah, audio at the bottom. Disable Windows audio ducking. I don't know where else it is. Yes, Brad confirmed, still only one ear currently. Excuse me. Okay. Is like the microphone not fully plugged in or something? Should I mute it? Except for you're gonna make lots of noise. Continue talking? Well, we did say testing, so can't really know what to do with this unless we test and figure out what is wrong.
Just pause the music.
Okay. There is no music now. Hello, Admiral. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Polly. Hello, Brad. Hello, Tim. Did I hiccup? I didn't think I hiccuped. But I never think I hiccuped, so. I also clicked on this here, Tim. And it has filters and properties. You just take away my headset? Or no?
Okay, you're on both ears.
Okay, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody else is weird.
Yeah, it's stream plugged in and you're in both left and right.
Okay. So, I'm not just on one shoulder?
Unless I have more people tell me.
Okay.
But on here, live, you're perfectly fine. You've got a bit of reverb kicking off behind you.
Okay. Why? Is it because I'm so loud?
Yeah, I've turned you down this end.
Okay. And if I put my music on, can you make sure it's at the right level too? I'll skip into the song so it's a louder thing. Apparently, Polly says still only left ear. Tech support! Yay! Is it just the way the mic is pointing? Tim? Hello? Are you okay over there? Are you listening? Are you reading chat? No, Polly just said music in both ears, not headset. That's what I'm saying. Are you reading chat? Okay. Alright. Hazel confirms. Yes, left. Music both. Apparently Admiral's got voice in both. I don't know. Tim, are you gonna come back here so I can not have to try and... Okay, but can you come in here? Okay. I guess I'll put my phone on Twitch and see if we can just have every device in the house on my stream. To test. Because from what we can see, there's no reason for this to exist. I don't even know if I can open my own stream. Alright, well you can try on my phone if you want. Okay. Alright. Do you want me to turn? Oh, okay, so just play and continue and you'll do tech support? Alright, I guess I'm gonna paint stuff. Sorry, this is weird for now, but guess we'll figure it out eventually. So hello. Hi. Sorry. I did say we were doing a test stream. I should get a dropper. Actually, I have some stuff coming in the mail. What is it called? It's not a dropper. It's a... but this is actually really hurting my hand. Trying to move liquid. Hello, Haggis. Alright, well, let's get going. Any idea? They hit it? Okay. Where are we looking? Nope. Nope. No symbol. Is there like a screenshot? Oh, okay. Mike? There we go. Okay, that hypothetically should fix it, right? Alright. Hypothetically, that should fix it. Yeah. Beta. Alright, so this is all dry now. I can put my arm on it. And basically what I'm gonna do is I did columns of all these colors, and now I'm gonna do the same colors but in rows across all the way along. And basically we're gonna see how these colors look when you layer. I'm inside your head, I'm sorry. R.I.P. shoulder fed. So yeah, now I'm gonna do horizontal of each color. And like I said yesterday, this is still only a partial chart because it only covers some of the colors I have, but oh, it's literally just there's 13 places you can look for settings, and this was in the 13th place, and we looked at the other 12 first. There's little cogs for settings all over the place, and this one was not the one we clicked on. But yeah, so just gonna layer some colors. And yesterday I did all of these first, so when I look at the chart back, I can say, oh, okay, so if I put ultramarine first and then cadmium red deep second, then it'll look like that. But if I put cadmium deep red first and then ultra, second, that's what it'll look like. So the first few colors shouldn't be too obvious because it's fucking yellow on yellow, but eventually colors will start to emerge. Hypothetically. Never done this, but I watched a video on YouTube about it. Currently, Brad, the only thing I have open other than Streamlabs OBS is my music player. Streamlabs OBS has, instead of having basically either Chatty or Chrome, Stream Labels, and OBS, now I'm just running Streamlabs OBS. It has Stream Labels built in, and I also have chat built in. So yeah, so far, I mean, it's not exploding the house, so that's good. Yes, the connection to Twitch in combination with Streamlabs and OBS. Also, basically, I guess I'll have to get Tim to probably answer that question. What it means is all of my notifications and settings I can actually change in this program instead of opening Chrome and going to a page. I can edit all that on the fly through this program. It also has more functionality than just available on the Streamlabs website. It has chat in it as well, which isn't available normally. It has a night mode, so I can actually have OBS that's like black instead of white, so it doesn't skewer my eyeballs. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits with it. But yeah, there's a lot of good things about it, but it's very new and it's still in beta, so hypothetically, it could still break everything. But yeah, one of the big things about it is just the fact that I use Streamlabs with a lot of things anyways, so it is built in, which is nice, and also the fact that they are so actively working on it. Yes. If you put two broken things together to do a third broken thing, maybe it'll work. Yes? Okay, Tim was twiddling things again. But hypothetically, it'll save processing power on the computer. It'll minimize issues with connections and multiple programs pinging different things at the same time, as far as like widgets and overlays and like notifications and stuff. And it'll just give me better control over all that kind of stuff at the same time in one program. Not quite poly. All these little things, this is all tape. So there's a lot of tape. It's wet, so I can't really pick it up anymore, but I did put all the tape on by hand. But yeah, it was a lot of measuring the page, measuring the tape, cutting the tape, applying the tape. Like I said yesterday, it's still quite a bit tedious. I thought you'd like this ADDF. Listening to some Luck Hash, as recommended by ADDF. I was listening to this one on my walk, actually. What was I saying? Oh, just that the entire process is a little bit tedious, but it gives me something that I can do with watercolor that's not too much of a... like, not too difficult, not too much of a strain. Not artistically, like, difficult. It's just a... like an exercise, basically. And at the end of it, hypothetically, I might end up with a nice tool that I can use that will help me in the future. Because it'll show me like what colors will look like layered on top of each other without me having to do it on a picture and then go, oh fuck, that's not actually what I wanted. Thanks for the biddies, by the way, ADDF. I replied to the sentence, but I didn't actually say thank you. Oh god. Haggis and his deluxe. I think Haggis is secretly working for Deluxe. But yeah, I don't want to do anything too intense with watercolors in bed because that's just asking for trouble. But this is basically just painting squares with paint. With tape around it. So I figured it's relatively safe. Dulux? Sorry. Clearly, you're the one that works for Deluxe, not me. I can't even pronounce it right. Damn it. Well, jars aren't supposed to be touching. I haven't spent too much time in the chair in the last couple days, just because I've been having a lot of issues with my wrists and hands and arms. So I have to be really careful about what I do, because if I work on something that I get caught up in, I will ignore my pain and continue working on it, and that will be bad. So I've basically been trying not to work on anything too intense, and that also includes not sitting at the desk, not like opening my email and doing stuff there or anything like that. I did sit in the chair to do the tape on this, so that was quite good. That was comfortable. But like I say, generally I've just been kind of staying away from the chair because I don't want to make my wrists any worse than they are. Even though from what Tim says, what I'm experiencing, it's probably just echoes of pain and like nerve pain. So it's not actually like, I don't know. It's real, but it's not real, if that makes sense. It's pain that shouldn't be there, but my brain says is still there, and my nerves still say is there. But I'm really, really bad about pushing myself through pain specifically, because I've been doing it my whole life. So I have to be careful and just make sure I don't do that. It's a scary, scary world. Waiting for the second half of that sentence, Brad. Well, I'm technically a lot of the stuff I'm doing now, I probably wouldn't do quite as wet, but yeah, if you look up anybody on YouTube doing like a watercolor painting, there's quite a lot of water involved. A lot of, especially for washes and stuff. One of the big problems with watercolor is it would be in a lot of ways very difficult to do an entire painting live in one sitting because you have to wait for layers to dry between doing things. I think with the yellows it's kind of hard to tell, but that's the thing is I'm trying to, like, especially with the first layer, I tried to make it as pigmented as possible. So most of these colors wouldn't look like this if I painted them normally. They would probably be a little bit lighter because I wouldn't use them at the full opacity of the color. But I'm trying to lay down just like a nice even layer that's the same all the way across. I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly or if I should be doing it differently, or if I should be just sticking to a more transparent layer. But yeah, over time this will dry down and the water will dry down, and I would say that it will change what it looks like slightly. But the thing is I don't really want to rub the brush on the spot too much because that'll just lift the color that's already there. So I'm kind of just trying to put it on top without like actually really doing a lot of like brush strokes or like working it in, you know? That's why I'm laying it on so wet. I'm just trying to get like a nice even layer. But I think you can see with this orange, it's a little bit easier to tell what I'm trying to do. With the yellow, it's a little bit, I don't know if that's working so well. But with this, you can see like, oh, okay, so like that's what the orange looks like, and that's what that red looks like. But that's what the orange and the red looks like together, you know? I'm also just learning though, so I could be completely fucking this up. I don't know. I'm just trying to go in with at least some kind of like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do and I'm doing it. Because otherwise I would just give up. Ooh, brush shopping, Games Workshop. New models. Yeah, did you see the models' sons posted too? Nice thing about watercolors too is you can basically just, like, these are all dried out, but I can just re-wet it and then I've got paint again. So you don't have as much wastage as with acrylics and watercolors and gouache. Because with that, if you squeeze too much out of the tube or something, it's like, oh, well, I have to use that now because otherwise it's gonna go to waste. Speaking of huge messes, I'm gonna pull my sleeve up. But basically, even if I completely fuck this up, it'll still give me a good idea of, you know, how the watercolors act in this kind of situation, how they behave. It's all just a learning experience, something to give me some more confidence, some more knowledge. Yeah, I have 2 jars of water. I have one to wash the brush and then one to dip back into. That's not the color I'm working on. This is the color I'm working on. Easy to forget. Well, it's the same thing, like how, like I just said, you can just re-wet some watercolor and you can use that color again. Well, if you don't clean out your palette that you're using to mix colors, you can end up accidentally mixing in a color you don't even want to use. Or if you don't clean your brush enough, you know, same kind of stuff. Oh, see you later, Brad. Sorry if I missed you. Don't know if reversing is the word you're looking for, but alright. That's also why I was doing stuff like this the other days to remember which one I was on. So I'm on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on the 6th. Yeah, watercolor is a tricky mistress. It's like somebody I know asked about painting and what was the best type of painting to get into for a newbie and all this stuff. And I wrote a very in-depth reply about the three specific types of painting that most people know, and the pros and cons and what makes them difficult for somebody who's starting. And they still went with watercolor, and then they still were like, oh, this is hard. And I'm like, ugh. Did you even listen to any of... You asked for advice, and did you even listen to any of it? Don't think so. I do. I'm sorry. But that was the thing, is basically they were trying to paint watercolors as if they were like acrylic paint. And it's like, that's not how watercolor works. You can't just do that. You can if you want, but you're not going to get what you expect out of it, you know? You can can your own shit and sell it as art if you want. Art, man. But yeah, apparently watercolor has been very popular for a very long time, just because it is so relatively inexpensive and also relatively easy on supplies and stuff like that. Yeah, well, you say that, Haggis, but the first thing I thought of was like being basically chastised at work for doing stuff like that. I'm a very, what's the word? Thorough. I'm a very thorough person. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm a very give up kind of person. But generally, I'm a very thorough person. That's why I can spend like weeks or months just like researching keyboards, for example. And become, you know, nearly an expert on them before I purchase one. And it's the same with the watercolors right now. I didn't know anything about watercolors until very recently, and I've been trying to teach myself so that I can get into it. Because after a lifetime of fear, I want to do it, and I'm gonna. But I'm also going to take baby steps and have small victories, so I don't just run in and try to fucking paint a masterpiece and then go, oh, I'm a failure because I can't paint a masterpiece for the first fucking painting I've ever painted in my entire life. Because I will do that. I will straight up do that. Yeah, I would definitely say acrylic would be what I would suggest for someone who wants to paint. If they don't know what they want to paint or how they want to paint, if they want to paint, then I would say acrylic. Because acrylic will behave most closely to what they're expecting out of painting. I love oils. I've actually never really used acrylics outside of like one high school project. But I did actually purchase some acrylics, so I would like to do some acrylic painting in the future as well. Oil painting is lots of fun, but a lot more expensive as far as supplies and time. But I do have a few water-soluble water-soluble oil paints, so I might still be able to do some oil painting. But we'll see about that one. Right now I'm more interested in watercolor. Watercolor, computer tablet art. I'd like to do some animation. And acrylic painting, and then also doing more charcoal and pencil portraiture and realism. I feel like I bring up the canned shit as art thing like every time we talk about art. Haggis, if you don't know, that's a real thing. That's actually a thing that really happened. And out there are literal cans of human feces that are worth a lot of money and considered real artwork. And are in museums and art galleries somewhere. But yeah, I use that as a specific reference because it is something real in art history. Not that I'm making it up. As far as oils, Hazel, I would definitely recommend water-soluble oil paints. Because it means you don't have to use turpentine. And it's a lot easier to clean the brushes, and you can also actually use water, like while you're mixing them and stuff. So, absolutely 100% recommend that if you're gonna get into oil painting. I'm assuming that originally that was part of the intent, was like, this is stupid, anything is art. If I say it's art, I'm gonna can my own shit, and someone is gonna buy it for lots of money, and that's stupid, and that's why they did it. But yeah, it's really art now. Yeah, I literally spent months researching keyboards before I bought mine. And I'm incredibly happy with mine. And with the knowledge I have. I still feel like I'm behind on knowledge and stuff. I don't feel like I have the best. Like, I'm not a professional or anything, but I have more than a working knowledge of mechanical keyboards now, that's for sure. Whereas when I went into it, I just knew that they were noisy, basically. Yeah, I think charcoal and pencil are probably the mediums that I'm the most comfortable in. Or at least was. I don't know anymore. I haven't done charcoal in ages, but it used to be one of my go-to. Mythbusters proved you can polish a turd. I don't think I ever saw that one. I feel like any art is hard if you make it hard, I guess. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you go at it with the wrong mindset or something. I feel like oil paints can be like way easy compared to everything else, because you can apply them wet, you can mix on the canvas, you can wait for it to dry and mix on top of it. You can use the texture of the thickness of the paint to create, you know, like actual like 3D to your painting, basically. You can spend weeks and weeks and weeks using the same colors of paint. You don't have to like just throw it out every fucking time you start. In so many ways, I feel like oil painting is easier, but it takes patience. And it's a little bit more expensive. And it's just intimidating intellectually. So most people don't try it. This is also true, Hazel. You can ask, Polly, but I feel like I've mostly imparted the kind of knowledge you would need already. I don't know if there's anything I could tell you that you wouldn't have already heard me say. And see, I don't really mind that it's doing the pooling and stuff, and like kind of having more of one side than the other be like colored, because that also, it still tells me things, you know. I can still see like, oh, so if I do this like this, or if I layer this too thickly, you know, this may not be the best the best example of what I'm trying to do, but I'm learning things and it's still going to be helpful. Move over. Fine, I'll just move you manually. I do what I want. I've never really been comfortable with colored pencils, but that's something I also do have. I have purchased and have access to, so I could do some of that in the future as well. I also have watercolor pencil crayons. And some pastels. Oil and... what is the other one called? Just regular pastels? Chalk pastels. Oil pastels and chalk pastels. It's a whole other, like, there's so many different mediums that you can, you know, try. It's not just like paint or draw. I feel like a lot of people think that that's what art is, painting or drawing. And it's like, no, there's a lot of media out there. And this is just like the 2D kind of stuff too. Like there's also sculpture and pottery and installation art, performance art, you know, all that kind of stuff. I feel like oil pastels I feel like I'm okay with too. Oh my god, I need to scroll up. I think you're talking about Dvorak, maybe. Yeah, Dvorak. Also that, yes. I'm actually relatively good and fast typist, but I don't really use the home keys. I have a unorthodox typing style. I wish I had more access to being able to do clay stuff, but it's another one of those things where it can be incredibly expensive, at least to do it the modern way. What with kilns and glazes and all that kind of stuff. Of course, clay, hypothetically, shouldn't be expensive. You can just go out and find it, but, you know, you usually purchase it. And throwing wheels can be made relatively simply, but most people would purchase it. I wasn't particularly great at anything with clay, but I enjoyed doing it, and I would have enjoyed learning more and improving more. Photography also, I enjoyed learning about how to develop film and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like a lot of my classes I basically took at the wrong time of my life, and I didn't get as much out of them as I could have. But then again, I also have a terrible memory and I don't remember most of what I learned. I'd have to basically just relearn it all again. I actually really enjoyed printmaking, specifically intaglio, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, acid etching copper plates. I really enjoyed that. It involved very large gloves and a very big tub of acid, which was cool. But yeah, intaglio, printmaking, and also screen printing I really enjoyed doing. And lino cutting, which is similar to wood cutting, but with linoleum, I guess. I might also try doing some lino cut printmaking, because that's something you can do pretty easily. I've never really done any wood carving, but it's something, like, I mean, I've done it as a child, just kind of for funs, but not actually done anything impressive. I would like to do some wood carving. I've never really used polymer clay. It's another one of those things that's always been just kind of outside of my reach price-wise. But it is another thing that I have considered doing on stream. Just getting some polymer clay and trying to do like a sculpture of a face or something. Hmm? Sorry, I had to figure out what the heck you were talking about, but I got it. Oh, you've fallen into the rabbit hole of looking at glazing charts? See, I didn't do a lot of research on this before I did it. I basically watched one video and I was like, oh, I could do that. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just jump in and do it before I get overwhelmed and feel like I'm not good enough or not doing a good enough job. But I mean, can you kind of see so far what's going on here? How we're getting those effects of just like all the different colors. Like I said multiple times, this isn't actually even going to have all of the covers I need. Colors. I would need to do another 2 sets of 2 pages to be able to just cover the 24 colors I have here. Never mind the 45 color pan I have. Excuse me. But it's a start. Oh my god, with the hiccups. Did I just hiccup like 3 times? Also, I think we're at the beginning of this album. Oh my fucking god. So I'm gonna change the album in a second when I'm done mixing this blue. But yeah, basically the thing that I did in college is I did a diploma in fine art. Fine art being opposed to clothing design, whatever they called that, and graphic design. Am I smart? I'm not smart. Why am I smart? Ooh. I did like 3 classes for like an art program for children where I taught them how to draw. I think I did a shitty job, but whatever. Macro photography, yeah. Oh yeah, I love photography. I've been taking photos for a long ass time. But I mean, basically as long as I've had access to a camera, which is not that long. Only since like grade 12. Yeah, Sculpey. Sculpey is never cheap. I mean, it is now if you think about it, but it's not at the same time, especially when I was like a high school student and really interested in that stuff. Sofa? I thought it was bed. What, so fucking? Is that what I said? I don't know. I'm so behind. I'm trying to catch up on chat. I don't understand. Tiny things so it's not so expensive. Yeah, yeah. Very fragile. I can see the difference in color from my laptop screen and the live version on the Chromecast. Huh? Picture in Discord. Oh, there's a Discord picture? I gotta look at this. Also, I need to change the song. Oh, between the start of the stream. Oh, that's cool, actually. That's really cool. Just looking at that. Alright, close that. Change album to... figure drawing class. Yeah, one of the things I need to do, and is on my to-do list, is to do more figure drawing practice and anatomy practice. Because that'll help me in every other thing I do. Let's just do this for now. Alright, I'm gonna take my pills, and I'm gonna finish this. Where do I see how long I've been streaming? That is cool, yeah. Right. Oh yeah, you might have heard this soundtrack once or twice. I do want this game on Switch, though. I'm assuming they're working on it. I haven't asked Rami. I haven't spoken to Rami in a while. I only have 4 rows left. I want to finish the rows before I switch over. Can I do that? Yeah, drawing people is definitely fun. There was a period of time where I very strongly considered working as a life model. But never happened. Trees, on the other hand, that is not, like, basically everything we're talking about is something I want to do in the future. I'm just doing it one by one so I don't get completely overwhelmed. I do want to do a lot of plant study and environment practice, and as well as just like you know, like buildings and stuff, not just trees, but you know, buildings, mountains, all that kind of stuff. I want to be able to do backgrounds. I want to be able to do like cityscapes and stuff like that. Something I'm really passionate about, or at least was for a very long time, was concept art. And I don't know if any of you are aware of conceptart.org, but I spent hundreds of hours on that website. I don't know if I'll ever do that kind of art, but I feel like I'm going to probably go back there and do some of that kind of practice, because I'd like to have some of that skill. The same way that I want to do some animations and stuff. Like, I don't want to do animations forever. I don't want to be like just an animator. But I feel like learning at least how animation works and trying to do an animation would teach me a lot. In the same way that doing certain things will like bring more fluidity to your work, you know, like, or, you know, like working with certain mediums will help, you know, break you out of a certain style. Yeah, that sounds about right, ADDF. Hmm. My mom wouldn't have cared. My mom would have probably supported me in doing that. I was more concerned about whether or not I would be able to. And I know this, like knowing me now and looking back, I would have been too anxious to be able to pose. I would have been like not specifically about being naked in a room full of strangers, but more just being like, what? How do you want me to pose? I would have been really flustered about that. I get really flustered in situations like that where it's like, well, what do I need to do? You need to tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. So I wouldn't have had the confidence for that, I don't think. But yeah, for me at the time, it was mostly for money. That was the concern. It was like, well, I could do that. That's something that's, you know, it's in an area that's related to work I do. I mean, at the time, after I graduated, one of the only jobs that I was basically considering and also qualified for was fucking printing t-shirts at a t-shirt shop. I never did it. I never actually got a job doing it, but that was one of the only jobs I was qualified to do with the skills that I learned. Most people told me that learning art was a waste of time and I would never accomplish anything with it. I'd never be able to make a living doing it, which is part of why I didn't really do much of it for like the last decade. I considered actually going back to school to do like computer animation within the last like 5 years, but that never happened. Same way that I almost ended up going to college for culinary school. Well, going to culinary school for culinary school. It was a private culinary school. These are all getting dangerously close to bad topics. Actually, they're all already dangerous topics. But so far I'm handling it okay. I just shouldn't be talking about these things because it will affect me. Welcome back, Brad. Yeah, I could totally see that, Mega Cheese. I feel like a lot of the people... Well, that's the thing too, Tim. Literally, the first year I went to college was the year that I found out my knees were fucked. Because my mom and I went to do a beginner's yoga class. This is literally how I found out. We went to do a beginner's yoga class together at college because my mom and I were both in college together, taking the same classes and taking the car together, and everyone thought we were sisters, apparently. But yeah, I took a beginner yoga class and literally didn't make it past the first class because I couldn't kneel without being in excruciating pain. There's many, many, many things I've not tried, but I don't know entirely what you're referring to. Because I didn't think I said anything too wild. Oh, the fact that I wanted to do 3D. Well, I mean, there was a period of time where I considered going into law enforcement. I decided I didn't have the aptitude psychologically. There was a period of time where I considered becoming a firefighter, even just a volunteer firefighter. But with my lung problems and the fact that I'm not strong enough to carry most other firefighters out of a building, that was out of the question. I've considered most things. When I was a child, I wanted to be an author. I also wanted to be a archaeologist, but my teacher told me that everything had already been found. So there was no point. When I was a child, I wanted to be smart enough that they dissected me for my brain. I wanted to be a household name because I was so smart. I was a very strange child. I haven't tried skydiving, but I have considered it. I also haven't gone bungee jumping, although I wanted to. I wanted to go bungee jumping with Paws. But we never did that. There's a place on the island that does bungee jumping. And on Valentine's, you can do it nude, I think. My dad wanted to do it nude the time we did go, me and my sister and him, but they wouldn't let him, so he went in his underwear instead. My sister bungee jumped. She was no, she's probably like 11 then. My sister bungee jumped. I didn't. I was too scared. So I did, they have like a swing that goes like 70 something an hour. I don't know what. It goes really fast. It's a big drop. Basically, it's the same place. You drop off of a bridge and go on this huge swing that's really fast. I did that instead of a bungee jump. That's awesome, Hazel. One of the things I do want to do is get better at Japanese. Out of all the languages I know very little about, Japanese is the one I know the most. I'm nowhere near fluent, but, you know, if I worked at it, maybe I could get there. I was also concerned about bungee jumping and just the effect it can have on your eyes and stuff, so eventually I was a little probably too scared to do it, but at the time I was like, yeah, Pause, let's do it. Let's do it together, it'll be awesome. Pause and Andrea were two of the friends that I listed in my discussion I was having on Discord. They're two of the 7 people that I could trust to do something for me. Okay, if you think I'm weird, my dad fucking flies helicopters, rides unicycles, and plays didgeridoos. Or at least he did when I was 13. He also dresses up like a pirate. Oh yeah, anthropology is something I would still possibly get into, but I feel like I would probably go into like, maybe not anthropology, but I would be really interested in something about researching either like the anthropology of words. I don't know what the scientific word is for that, or like basically about communities more specifically related to like internet stuff, but anthropologically. That I feel like I would be really interested in doing that. See you later, Brad. I'm probably missed you already. But yeah, like I was really into my psychology course that I took at college. Forgot about this one too. When I was researching colleges, I originally wanted to go to college for computer programming. And when I got to college, I also deeply considered becoming a psychologist or a psychiatrist. More specifically because of Silence of the Lambs than my actual experience. But yeah, also the fact that I was just fucked up. Sorry, I'm still catching up on chat. Yeah, konbanwa. You're missing an N, but I know what you're saying. I know what Genki desu ka kyo is that like now or today or kyo wa Genki desu ka? My only answer would be Genki desu probably, but that seems like such a fucking cop out because I'm using words you used. I'm absolutely terrible at languages, but I've always loved them. Which two? But yeah, they were some of the two. Yeah. At the same time, I'm confused. What? I'm so confused because I'm behind. At the same time. Holy fuck. I don't get what Brad was talking about, but alright. Linguistics? Yeah, linguistics. Yeah, today, Kyo. Okay. I'm not intelligent. Yes, Polly. Them too. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he did them all at the same time. He might have tried juggling while on a unicycle. Did I say he rode a unicycle? Yes. Rode a unicycle, played a didgeridoo, dressed up like a pirate, and piloted helicopters. Those are all things my dad did. Okay, so what were you saying, Hazel, about your native language? I didn't quite understand that one either. I'm trying to think, like, most of the Japanese I know is just like fucking, you know, like it's not useful in a sentence. The one sentence I know and I used the sentence in Korea to speak to somebody in Japanese very briefly because he wanted me to move in with him in Japan to teach his daughter English and learn Japanese with her. But anyways, yeah, what is it? Sukoshi shika hanasamasen. No, what? Watashi wa nihongo ga sukoshi ka hanasamasen. Yeah, so like I only know how to speak a little bit of Japanese. I like sentences like that. Same like in Korean, it's like molayo means I don't understand or I don't know or I don't speak. The only sentence I remember from Korean is Dakjin Patroso Kajuseo, which was basically take me to the Dakjin police station, please. because that's basically the closest location to where I was staying at the time. So I'd tell that to the cab drivers. Oh, so I can speak English well, which, oh, okay. Oh, well, no, I mean, that's still, especially considering, like, speaking is my job right now. Um, I think languages are really interesting, including English, including pronunciation and dialects and idiolects and stuff like that. Historical, you know, like how words became the way they are and why people use certain words in certain places and not in others, and how certain words become taboo or not taboo, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Me too. Uh, I feel like I really enjoyed being a storyteller a lot. I loved it when teachers would call on me even just to like read from, you know, whatever book. I feel like I've always been pretty good at that. Then again, I think some of you would agree. Like when I read out lines in a video game, I feel like there's a skill out there, and I think I have at least some skill there. Um, but yeah, I always wanted to be a novelist. I wanted to have a book published before I was a teenager. It didn't happen, of course, but I also didn't really put in the work for it. I don't think I had the home life to be putting in the work for it either. I used to make like the little shitty book things. I would take lined paper and like cut it and like staple it together and make like a cover, and sometimes even like draw a picture, and I would come up with a title, and then I would write like one sentence and never touch it again. The only idea I ever had um, for any length of time was a book that I titled The Mystery of E. Stein. And basically, my thought was, or the story that I had thought of was, that like Einstein would have like some like luggage or something with like a letter in it, and someone would find like this luggage with like a letter like sewn into the seam of the luggage or something, and then it would basically, they would find out it was from Einstein like later in the book, but they wouldn't know at first because the lettering was like, you know, faded away or something. I fucking loved Einstein as a kid, so. But yeah, The Mystery of E. Stein was my book idea that I had. I wrote some pretty cool short stories, I think, when I was a kid, but they were all very cliche nowadays, at least. A lot of everything being a dream, or, you know, just like altered reality kind of stuff. Ooh, almost done with your first novel. Yeah, I know Brad was doing like NaNoWriMo this year, and I think he's won it a couple years. So if you want to talk to somebody else about writing and being frustrated about writing, I'm sure you'd have something to talk about. I know NaNoWriMo is a little bit different than just trying to write a novel, but a lot of the same processes, a lot of the same, you know, thoughts. Mm, sounds like pretty much everything in my life, ADDF. It's like, oh, I guess I'm never gonna draw because everybody else is better than me. Guess I'll never sing because everybody else is always better than me. Spoilers. You're a beautiful, majestic creature. I fucking loved reading out loud. I loved spelling bees, I loved reading out loud, and I loved reading the dictionary and the thesaurus. Thanks for the biddies, Polly. Yeah, I think we're basically almost, well, we're going for like 9 for the break. Oh my god, duotangs. I haven't thought of that word in forever. Duotang. Oh no, that's basically what I'm saying. ADDF is the best thing you can do is just say fuck all y'all and do whatever it is you want to do. Unless it's something like murdering people, then it's a good thing. Just do what you want to do and keep doing it. Keep trying. When somebody tells you to give up, that's probably the best time to keep trying. This looks pretty fucking cool though, right? Eh. It's not dry yet, but like just the... Isn't that cool? That looks cool. I think that looks cool. It's not perfect, but it's cool. So, but yeah, like, this isn't perfect or anything, but it still does give me a really good idea. It could be like, oh, like, if I put cobalt blue and, like, cobalt, what was it, deep red, I said? So it's like, no, it was ultramarine, I think I said earlier. But it's like, oh, okay, so I can get this kind of color if I do that. Or I could do these colors and it would do this, or, you know. I think it'll look even awesomer once I remove the tape, but that's not until this is dry. But that's the thing, so for me, I mean, it took some time to do, and it took some time to lay out the tape and stuff, but this is just a technical, basically this is a student exercise. It's a technical exercise. It doesn't take artistic skill, it just takes technical, what's the word I'm looking for? Technical skills, basically, and time. Yeah, exactly. Gotta wait for it to dry and take the tape off first. But it's a technical skill that I've done now, at least done this much of. I still have more to do, but it's like I've done it. I've learned from it. And it also makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I have accomplished something. But all I did was practice a technical skill that wasn't specifically very difficult, maybe a little bit intimidating. And now I have a better understanding, some more knowledge, and I feel more confident having done it. So that's why I'm starting off with stuff like this, because it gives me the confidence to keep going, keep trying, and not just fear failure and, you know, try to make a fucking really impressive picture first off. So, also, like, the tape straight up looks cool, not gonna lie. some of the like tape where it's like mixed together and stuff looks really cool. Where it's like all feathering out like that. But yes, it's basically 9 o'clock. It's a good time to take a break. I probably need to get a throat drink because we did talk about some not great things. And I'm gonna have to very slowly kind of disassemble the desk and move it out of the way. But I'm gonna take a brief break and we'll return with some Switch games. Yeah, I'm trying to right click shit, but it's not doing. Also, I'm trying to make things locked so I don't right click on alerts instead of right clicking on Elgato. There we go. Transform. There we go. I can lock that. Okay. Alright. Just figuring out stuff and things. And moving my fucking stupid snacks that keep trying to spill themselves. Alright. Thank you. I made a spot for you. You can put it down? Yes, thank you. Excuse me. Sorry. Throat drink time. My throat is pissed off. Does not like what I talked about. Y'all know what time it is. Splatting time. Splatting. Ooh, Mako Mart. I don't get to play that one enough. Don't get cooked, stay off the hook. It really makes a lot of sense, you know. Also, I leveled to 49. I think I did that off stream last night. Oh yeah, I checked it after midnight. Splatting time! Also, thank you, Hazelnut. Much appreciated. I was surprised I didn't get a notification on stream because I should have patron notifications on stream, but maybe because you were already a patron and you just changed your patron amount, it didn't show up. But I think I'll try to make sure to send you the link to all the stuff that you need, all the information, so you can get into TeamSpeak and stuff like that. Do I want to change my gear? I do. I want to have nice gear on for people to have access to. I really don't have that much nice gear, do I? Where's all my nice shirts? I thought I had nice shirts. I guess I don't have nice shirts. Need to make more nice clothing. Did I say hazelnut? I got a Patreon notification as soon as I left. Oh. What? Okay. Oh. I'm sorry. Did I call you hazelnut? I don't remember. I love hazelnuts if it helps. Ugh, I'm the worst. I'm sorry! Oh wait, here, right, this button. I don't see it as a notification. in recent events. Otherwise, I would just refresh it and do it again. If it makes you feel any better, I also got teased by Smite the other night because I called Downwell, the game, I called it Downfall, and he's like, "You're an indie specialist, you should know this shit." And I'm like, "No, I'm sorry." Hazel Twiglet. Oh, no, I'm just dumb. My brain is dumb. My mouth are dumb. But it is appreciated even if I fuck shit up. I'm sure if you hang out in any of the, like, event nights or TeamSpeak, you can give me shit then. Hey, Savage. Just in time for your favorite, Salmon Run. It was like 3 days ago. Maybe not 3 days. It was a while ago, but it was like less than a week. It's hard. Time is hard when you stream daily. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I liked your ideas. Ah! Savage. I highly doubt that any of them will be, like, implemented just because of the way Salmon Run already is and because of the way that, I feel like they're like, well, we know how you want to play, so we're only going to let you play the way we think you want to play. Just the way they've been about stuff like that. But, oh, God. Oh, my God. Why are we all dead? Holy shit. This is fucking first wave. Are you kidding me? I know. Sorry. It's fine. I wasn't paying attention enough when I was talking. Yeah, friend shit. Nice, Savage. No, maybe it was a week. I feel like it was probably a week. Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, maybe just the subreddit will have some good, you know, good stuff to say about it. I feel like they've been receptive to ideas like that before. You always gotta watch out. Someone will probably be an asshole and be like, "You're dumb. Your idea is dumb." But, I mean, that's the internet, so... Oh, high tide, good. I got the fucking L3 nozzle nose. Which means I have to tap, which is annoying. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. It's good if we can, you know, get our ass together for that. That's something. Arowana just did die, but, you know. And nobody inked this, but that's okay. Why is nobody rezzing air? Why is people dead? What is going on? Why is everybody dead? Oh my fucking god, rain. Please. I'm gonna fucking D-rank at this rate. Holy shit. Didn't think the weapons were that bad. Ow. Somebody on a fucking cannon. Nobody? Oh, okay, that guy's in that one. I'll jump in this for now. And then go on egg duty. Good job. Oh, I'm trying to get in the same one. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. Why is everybody dead? Why is everybody dead? Nighttime and I have a sniper. At least it's not high tide. Oh god, of course. How is somebody dead already? It's the first fucking... Come on. I'm just gonna focus on getting that first shot in. Oh god, I cannot. I can't. There you go. Apparently nobody else can fucking shoot them, but hey. I don't have any specials left. I already used my specials to save your asses. Oh my fucking god. Well, at least we won't lose any points for this. Wow, I did not know quote 85 was quote 85. Yeah, evil grills, yeah. They're called grillers. Man, I might derank. Beside the gameplay aspect of Salmon Run, apparently there is a wooden radio shaped like a bear, and it's like a historical Japanese sculpture thing. And through the radio, the voice of Mr. Grizz comes through, and he wants you to get salmon eggs for him. That's Mr. Grizz on the side there. Yep. You are getting salmon eggs for Mr. Grizz for no known reason. It's never given a reason. Oh god, high tide sniper, nighttime, fucking first round. I'm deranking, aren't I? Oh god, everybody here, please. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Ugh, that was a waste, but it saved my life. I'm gonna just do this anyways. Okay, I have no specials, and we're in the first round. We got 42 eggs though, so that's pretty okay. High tide again. Ah, fuck off! I died, but I took Moz with me. God, with all these fucking steel heads right now. Come on, 9 out of 16. I don't have any specials. Oh my fucking god. I'm not gonna make it. So close. I almost got more points, but no. What's your favorite kind of bug? Where did your bug name come from? What kind of bugs have you raised? A lot of nighttime on this rotation. Ow. Ow. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, come on. We need one more egg, dudes. One more. This motherfucker, every time I use my stinger. Survive! Please! Okay. I must know so that in the future I can be as pedantic as possible. I have a reputation to maintain. Well, what about the bugs that they make red dye out of? They're not beetles, right? What was the thing about those ones? We have some very interesting characters in the community, that's for sure. A lot of interesting knowledge combined. Huh, where is it? Why is everybody dying? Guess I'll just leave that egg. Somebody found it again? Wow. Oh, we got this for sure then. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Scale insects. Oh, gotta disconnect. Ah, fuck my life. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking they'd be in the same area as those other bugs. The true bugs you mentioned. Ah, fuck. Fedbot's been triggered. Survive, please. Oh god, they didn't. No. Sorry, Hazel. Brad's a vegan, so usually he's the one we set off. That's alright, Legamove. Salmon run's been shitty tonight. We had the conversation about Smarties the other night, remember? Smarties versus rockets versus all that weirdness. Also, hello Legamove, I think I already said that. One thing I still don't really get about Salmon Run is the food. Look, there's giant corn cobs. There's some like orange slices. There's sausages and asparagus in one of the maps. Why is there gigantic food? I don't understand. Where? Oh, here. This is the least communication I've ever had on a foggy map. Nobody's communicating anything. Oh my god. Wow. Got sniped. Oh no, no. This is not going so well. No, 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 because I'm Canadian, so I'm a smarty. I love how it's a small fry in the cockpit. Just everybody. Nobody has any bombs left for the moths. Because everybody threw their bomb into the fly fish. I feel like I'm talking really loud today. That might be why my throat hurts more too. Although I think it's mostly just psychological tension in the throat because of the topics I discussed. Which I knew I shouldn't have done. No, stop trying to eat me! Oh my god. Oh no, please. No! No! Clearly Lagamove, clearly. Got some people playing together. No, no, it's not your fault, Hazel. It's a common problem I have. And I said it myself. I shouldn't have talked about the things I did, but I did anyways. Nice. No, no. Ow. So wait, where are you, Hazel? Can't remember now. Ah, missed the time. Ah, you're in the US. Okay. English boyfriend. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why? I was the last one there and nobody else had thrown bombs in. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, fuck. Of course we throw it in the same one. Yes, okay, good. Somebody else got the other one. Why do we have 2 out of 12? Oh my fucking god, I hate you. Where are you? I'm trying to help you, except for I'm being fucking targeted by everything in the entire goddamn world, because nobody's killing anything! Good. Good. And Neo, what the fuck are you doing? Are you? Thank you. Are you kidding me right now? And we all lose again. Did I de-rank yet? Your name's orange on my screen. I didn't know that Smarties had fruit flavor. I haven't noticed. Alright, well. Guess I'm just gonna use my specials on like the first fucking round just to make sure we make it to the second round. What a Goldie hunt, huh? Hmm? Hmm? It was really in the same one again. Him! Ow. I just hiccup too many times to even fucking count, don't I? I seriously have never noticed that there's a flavor to the Smarties other than chocolate and candy shell. Maybe the Canadian Smarties don't have flavors? I don't know. How is this? How is it still alive? Somebody should have killed that all right away. Oi! Thank you. Oh, there's a person named Morag. I'm so short. Short ranged. I am a hiccup machine, yeah. Yeah, at least I don't get continuous painful hiccups, because I have had those infrequently, and that sucks. Don't go near them. If you go near them, that's when they attack. Oh no. Oh my god. I guess we won't get those eggs, huh? Oh no 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 no. That's slightly terrifying. So much chaos. Holy shit, we won. Was that the second round I've actually won? Oh my god. I'm almost finished for the day, and I have less points than when you start. I haven't deranked, though. Nighttime, first round. Goldie Rush. Sorry, not Goldie Rush, Goldie Hunt. Wow, we got a lot of eggs on the first one, though. Good. We got our 13 at least. Seriously though, why do the one right by the fucking basket? Like, especially when we already have quota. Oh, meds now? Maybe after this round. I'll lure him this way, dudes. Ugh, come on. Ugh, fuck my life. Yeah. Got that bomb in right in time. Ay, ay, ay. I thought we were in the third round. That's how bad it was. Fuck my life. I'm dying so much to the stupidest shit right now. I feel like everything's way more chaotic than it should be, though. Come on, please. Somebody. Oh. Just fucking give up, man. I don't think I burp hiccuped. I think I just hiccuped. Alright. Yeah, the little lifesaver. It's one of the drawings I did for Inktober. Yeah, hopefully I get to save some. Twitch has deleted like half of my streams. I do have the Inktober ones saved, and I have the Kurt streams saved where I did Kurt's portrait. Can't understand what you're trying to tell me. That doesn't mean go away, that means tell me what you're trying to say. Yeah. TBH, I don't feel like Aurelian could give any shits about me. Tried to tweet their support and they gave me a passive-aggressive tweet about how they don't do support over Twitter even though they do. I put in a Twitch support ticket and they basically said nothing, from what I understand. So I'm just gonna save what I can and then try to save more of it going forward. Just ignore the fact that I've lost half my footage. My god, fucking trying to get me killed. Literally, my teammates killed me at that point. Could you res somebody, please? Thank you. That'd be great. Why the hell is it not dead? I saw both of them go in. Stupid fucking flyfish bullshit. Cheaty bastard. Oh good. 2 moths. I'm just gonna go this way and hope it comes this way. Oh, we're in wave 3. Wonder when we're gonna die. Really? I come over here to kill this fucking stinger and the fucking stinger kills me. I would like to save all of my streams, but Twitch thinks otherwise. Of course we're fucking gonna die in round 3 because why wouldn't we? Everybody sucks. Yeah, I was gonna say Nintendo and YouTube content ID flag and demonetize, including for music that I have legal permission to use. And beside the fact that Twitch says that they want you to like re-release and repeat all of your footage on Twitch, they're still shitty about actually letting you save your streams, which seems like completely ass backwards, but you know. If we could, we would just record the footage while streaming, but that's not really possible currently. But yeah. Tim stuff. That's the thing, is you would have to either download or record and save at the same time or whatever else, but like just having the download to be able to do that. And then the storage obviously, which is expensive as well. Basically, Twitch and YouTube are both shitty, and they're both counterproductive for actually creating content. But possibly in the next few months, I might actually try to make YouTube content again. We'll see. All depends on health and tech and all this other stuff. And it seems like every week, basically, I'm dealing with some other health issue that makes it so I'm incapable of doing things. These are all topics I also shouldn't be talking about, especially with how my throat is already. So... I mean, hey, if I was a partner, I'd be treated better, but Twitch doesn't really care about me since I'm only an affiliate. And I can't become a partner until I have an average of 75... Well, I can't apply to become a partner until I have an average of 75 viewers over the period of a month. And right now, I can't even have an average of 15 viewers, so... Oh, just got bounced around. And now, Anami, maybe you should die less. I rezzed you like every 5 seconds, basically. Seriously, Anami? Shit. Oh my god, we won! make a move. Wow. Tim would cuddle it. My favorite type of cuddly non-pet animal. Squirrel? Maybe? Would that fit? I'm trying to fit. I'm trying to think if that would fit. UK Robin? They're cuddly, right? I feel like if you can cuddle it, it's a pet, so I don't know what there is that's not cuddly, but no, cuddly but not a pet. Anami, can you fucking stop dying, please? Stop moving so it'll stop. Just stop moving, please. Oh my god, seriously. Guess I'll go for this one since nobody went for that one. I don't think otters are typical. I've only probably met one other person who loved otters as like their #1 animal. So, and even them, I don't know them personally. It's a friend of my mom's, but I know that it's like her friend really loves otters. That's the one thing I know. No, we threw it in the same one. Oh, I got it in. Fuck you, fly fish. I kicked your ass. And nobody got the eggs, because, you know, my team sucks. Come on. Fucking small fry. Oh, good, good. Laika, please don't die. Also, what the fuck, why don't we have 13 yet? Holy shit. Why is nobody dead? Wobbins. Oh my god, I saw a bunch of long-tail tits on the feeders today and they were so cute! So cute! I got some footage too. sake. Come on. Somebody get the last egg in, please. Or I will be so mad. So mad. Oh my god. Why? How is it not dead? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm literally shooting directly at it. I hate this game sometimes. Also, I sound like I'm losing my voice. And I'm not even talking like at all. Just gonna not stay in any one place, especially if there's other people in the same place. That's where the dying happens. Thanks for the biddies, Polly. Much appreciated. Stupid fucking bomb. I think that's bullshit. If it falls in like the edge of the water, it just disappears. Is it just me? Am I just such a shitty player? That's why I keep losing all these matches. Nighttime. Fuck. I'm gonna be the one that dies because the fucking wall wasn't inked enough. I've got like no eggs. Don't get greedy at the last second and get us all killed, please. Let's pick up my booty. And then call it for the night. What? More salmon on maps. Anybody got any good gear? Why does nobody else? Oh, okay, here we go. But that's mostly stuff I can't get. But I can order that. Maybe I'll order from them later. And yeah. Not great, not terrible. I don't know. Just weird, just like moving but without moving. I don't think I've ever actually noticed the giant zapfish on the train instead of the tower. It is with milk, hazel twilight. I have hot chocolate every single day, pretty much. Almost every single day. Well, it's okay, Archangel. As long as it doesn't mess with your meds. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the night. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with me, chit-chatting and whatnot. Thanks for the patron pledge and the biddies and the hosts and the lurkers and the chatters and patrons and subscribers and all that jazz. I'm gonna call it here and go Super P because I've had a lot of juice. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.